It's the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Boston Red Sox looking like a team that could make some noise. It's a strong roster to start the year. Where do you think they stack up among the league's best?
Oh, Boog, they're definitely contenders, no doubt about that. Plenty of talent on this roster. Maybe not a juggernaut, but a good team. And I think they might need to patch some holes at some point, though.
Yeah, time will tell, of course, but I agree with you. They look like they're set up to play meaningful baseball all the way to game 162, maybe beyond.
And now,
opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. First pitch moments away, and on the hill today, Nathan Eovaldi. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Okay, all set to go. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. The wind of the pitch. And that is out of play. Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Pilar makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Garrett Crochet. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's going to be Wyatt Langford. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second, no outs here on opening day. And a swing and a miss, and that is a big first out.
Batting fourth.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Bregman to second, pulls him off the bag. The throw is late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Well, opening day is an exciting one for everyone on the field, but there's some nerves involved that if you haven't had a chance to settle into the season quite yet, the quality of play can sometimes be just a little sloppy, and I'm sure making an error right out of the gates isn't the best feeling.
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. 1 runs in, here's the throw. Safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Josh Young. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Double play ball to second. He's in there. Here's Kevin Pillar.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. In the air to left center. Rafaela makes the play, and there's 2 away. Let's take a look at the Texas Rangers lineup for opening day. Singy, last year was a frustrating one after their World Series win in 2023.
Definitely, Boog, and a lot of that was due to injuries to the pitching staff. Only 2 pitchers made 20 or more starts for them. With some better injury luck in 2025, they could be right back in the mix of contenders.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We head to the second in Arlington. It's the Rangers 3 and the Red Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Here's Trevor Story now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Garcia sizes this one up. 1 down.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Christian Campbell.
And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Number 28. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
from a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
They take the force out, and the inning is over. One left for the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Josh Smith. And a swing and a miss there. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Brooke, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Check swing, called strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Corey Seager. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's out.
Got him. That's it.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Wong.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Well struck right field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Durant.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Man at second. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, and a runner at second here on opening day. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And the Red Sox leave 1. Still down 3-0. Back in Arlington. And now here is Wyatt Langford. And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Now here is Adolis Garcia. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground to the left, Bregman. In the dirt, nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 down. Josh Young will hit next. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
And that one is lifted in the air. Duran makes the grab on the run. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. On to the fourth. Now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And he gets Bregman. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting, the first baseman,
now batting Tristan Casas. That one hammered center field. Pilar go. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Trevor.
Here's Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you play behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Got him swinging. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. And we're back. Bottom 4. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The batter, number 8.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball.
Whips it to Casas, and Simeon is out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they're in front 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, number 28.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the right fielder,
number 28 with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Man at first, and stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pilar coming in on it. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So man aboard, and here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. One out, the runner at second here on opening day. And foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's down and in. Here's a 2-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. And that one is gone. A massive home run. His first homer of the year, and they slice into the lead. It's 4-2.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Base is empty, one away. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Hit on the ground to short. Smith. The throw to first. Two gone. And here is Devers.
Designated hitter,
Rafaela at second with two down. Runner takes off to the right side. Simeon handles, throws to first. They limit the damage here. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Globe Life Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here is Corey Seager. And he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Cut on and lifted in the air, Abreu. He's there. He's got it. Two down.
The first baseman, number 21, Jake Burger.
Next to hit, Jake Burger. Runner takes off, pitches low, and safe. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play, just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And now it's even up.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
On the ground. And it's through for a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. It's 5-2. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, 2 outs. So next to hit for Texas, Kevin Pillar.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Pillar sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tristan.
And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. The Red Sox trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Time called now. One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. Langford makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Two down, base is empty. Trevor Story, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rangers 5 and the Red Sox 2. Back in Arlington, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Kyle Higashioka.
Higashioka.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Garrett Crochet departs, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Garrett Whitlock taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to Casas. One away, bottom of the sixth.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop, Josh.
And the batter now, Josh Smith. And a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable out there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. 1-2-3, go the Rangers. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Shawn Armstrong.
Now pitching for the
Now
Rangers,
it's the second baseman. The Red
number
Sox
43.
in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Lifted in the air, out to left. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That's in there. And the count is 1-2.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Gone. That one felt good, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Late on that fastball.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Shawn Armstrong will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Colby Milner gets handed the rock out of the pen.
41.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
On the ground to first. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. 1 gone, runner at first. Jaron Duran digs in now. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the dish. Now it's Devers at the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Got him swinging. Third out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Corey Seager. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, try to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Story sends it over to first, and Garcia is out. And that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rangers 5 and the Red Sox 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luke Jackson.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Laser, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On to pinch run, Romy Gonzalez. No outs, runner at first. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That one ripped, but foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Grounder might be 2. The flip, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Your story now.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Out to short. To first. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rangers 5 and the Red Sox 4. Now into the game, Romy Gonzalez. He's the new third baseman. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger.
Romy Gonzalez.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So digging in, Josh Young. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen.
For the
and Liam Hendricks will take over on the mound. Hard-throwing Australian.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Berger gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one in the dirt to second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. That's all.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Going back. And that is gone. His first homer of the year, it's 6-4.
Sure, there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now, Kevin Pillar whips it to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Kyle.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Chris Martin. A chance at his first save of the year.
For the Rangers,
here's the second baseman.
Number 55, Chris Martin.
Broken back ground ball to second. Simeon.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
And now, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a ball popped up. Simeon brings it in. That's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers collect their first win of the season.
Well, a great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3 if they're not careful. Can't get too comfortable. Get some rest, come back for the next one, and be ready to take game 2.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.